In this industry, I deliberately, indirectly became an advisor. So when I was young, I was 9 years old, and I was at a birthday party with my sister, and my mom gets a phone call, and it's from my Nana. I'm from the South, I have a Nana and a Papa. So my Nana calls, and we rush over to their house. My Papa had been ill my entire childhood. He was a Vietnam vet. He came back from the war and worked in the orange groves, and he sprayed chemicals on the groves. He ended up with asbestos poisoning at mesothelioma. So he was ill my entire childhood. And when we got that call, my whole family was at my grandparents' house. And I walked into the house the moment my Papa had passed. And my Nana is sitting there, and she falls into my mom's arms. And she looks up at her, and I'll never forget this. She looks up at her and says, "I don't know what I'm gonna do. All of my money is gone. I have no income. I don't know how I'm gonna live." And I was sad, and I was mad. How could my Nana be thinking about money in a time like this? But what I didn't realize in that moment is, yes, my Papa, he's gone. My Nana is still here though. She's 57 years old. She has an entire life to still live, and she now has to figure out how to do it on her own. She wasn't the breadwinner. She wasn't the moneymaker. She was a stay-at-home mom like many were and still are. So I realized in that moment, there has to be somebody to help people like my Nana. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I indirectly, my Nana went to the bank and they were able to help her the best that she could. So I thought, I need to work in the banking industry. And once I got into that industry, I realized there were times that I could help people, but not to the level that I wanted to. There was still a gap to fill. So when I came on board with Whitaker Wealth Management, helping women is not a new thing for them. They had done women-focused seminars. Ed himself, our founder, has a very strong story of helping his mother through a very similar situation. So it wasn't new, but I brought in a perspective that I don't think a male can have. Being a woman, I understand emotionally what you're going through. And so I began to really focus my attention on how can I help people like my Nana? How can I help them survive the rest of their life? I'm never gonna replace the loved one that you lost, but I don't want that moment to be harder than it needs to be. My name is Danielle DeLong. I have the best job in the world because it is helping people. There's nothing more rewarding in my day than when someone comes in, they're lost, they're unsure, they have no confidence, they know they've built something, but they don't know what to do with it. So being able to pave the road hand in hand with my clients, there's nothing that compares to it.